Okay, calculating area of figures. So the first figure right there, what figure is this? It's a triangle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to write triangle. Okay, so what is the area formula for a triangle? Anybody know? There's two of them, or you can do two of them. There's only one on your formula chart. What is it?
Wait, what?
What's the area formula for a triangle? There is 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. Does that refresh your memory?
Yes.
Okay. So we have two formulas. I like base times height divided by 2. Y'all do what you want, but I'm going to do that. Okay. So base, I'm going to say my base is 12. My height is 5, and I'm going to divide that by 2.
No,
What's 12 divided by
60.
2? 6. You could do 12 times 5 is 60. We could go 12 times 5 is 60, divided by 2 is 30, and solve it that way. Or I could take half of 12 and get 6. 6 times 5 is 30, and that gives us our answer both ways, okay? So we can do it two different ways. So our answer is going to be 30 meters squared because it's area. Okay? Let's slide. Oh, I guess they have workspace right here. My bad. Okay? Let's slide down right here. What shape is that? It's a square, right? Okay, this little thing right here is saying this side is the same as this side. So that means that side, it's a square shape. Okay, the formula is area equals base times height. Are you good with that? So what is the base of this square? What's the number base? 3. What's the height of the square? 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So the answer is area equals 9 inches squared. Okay. So far, so good? Okay. Now let's scoot down here. Okay. Trapezoid. Is that what that shape is? Is it a trapezoid or is it a parallelogram? What is it? I would go with...
Trapezoid is like where it's...
Okay, so what is it? Parallelogram. Okay, what's the equation for a parallelogram? Anybody know? Anybody? Euler. Okay, it's going to be base times height also. Why is it base times height? Because it's really a rectangle on its side. It's slanted a little bit, right? So what's my base on this parallelogram? I'm going to write parallelogram too. I just spelled it for you right there. Okay. The base is
Like cutting this off.
10.
Like showing that we can take that, put it there.
Yeah. So right here, Mr. Brooks said the same thing. If you cut this little shape off right here, you could slide it over and put it right here, and it would form a rectangle. Okay. So your base is 10. Your height is 5.5. So 5.5 times 10 is 55 millimeters squared. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in the answer spot right there. Okay. Now I'm going to skip the top one for just a second, and I'm going to go to this one right here. What's that? Now here's your what? Trapezoid. Okay? So the formula for that is area equals 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times height. It's ugly.
Ew.
Okay? That's okay. We're going to put our stuff in. All we got to do is put our formula in. So 1/2. What's base 1 is going to be this right here, which is 13 units. Base 2 is going to be this top one, which is 6.5. And then my height is 4.2. Man, this is some ugly numbers. That's okay. Shh. So, order of operations tells me I need to do this first. So I'm going to say area equals 1/2 of 19.5 times 4.2. Okay. And then I don't know 19.5 divided by 2 off the top of my head. It's going to be like 9.75. No, yeah, 9.75.
It's going to be an extra decimal place. I think I'd rather take half of 4.2 if it were right.
Okay, so you can take either half of 19.5, like you said, or half of 4.2. What's half of 4.2? 2.1. So area equals 19.5 times 2.1. Can I multiply that?
You really only have to deal with the gross numbers one time on that.
Mm-hmm. So I got area equals 40.95, and it's going to be units squared. Okay. So we've done so far, the other day we've done a circle, so we don't need that anymore. We have a triangle, a square, a parallelogram, and a trapezoid. Okay, so technically right here, I can't even read those numbers. I think it says 2, right? Yeah. So that's saying the height right there. Okay, technically what is this shape right here? It's a hexagon, right? Do we have a hexagon area formula? There might be. I don't know. Is there? But it's really 2 trapezoids. Do you see it?
We can make one.
You want? I mean, so I'm going to say 2 trapezoids. I'm going to find the area of 1 trapezoid and multiply it by 2 because there's 2 of them, right? Okay. So we're going to go with that formula, that same formula. Okay. So area equals 1/2 base 1. It doesn't. Does it tell me this long side right here? No, it doesn't give you another number? Besides 2? I can't see your paper. Oh, I have one. Oh, that's 1.5, isn't it? This is 1.5. Is it? Can you see anything else? Okay, I'm going to say this is 3. Are you good with that? Y'all good with that? So I'm going to say 3 plus 1.5 to the height. I'm going to take half of 2. Half of 2 is easy. What's half of 2? 1. And then 3 plus 1.5 is 4.5 times 1. What's 4.5 times 1?
4.5.
Okay, so if this is 4.5 and this is 4.5, then together they're 9 centimeters squared. You good with that? Okay.
Isn't it just the same? Sorry, I'm trying to think what the formula is.
What we have right there. We're going to say it's two trapezoids together. Okay. So my last one, I have 2 shapes right here, guys. I have a rectangle and a triangle. Okay, so
Don't you have to get the equation for both of them, and then once you
so this is going to be what? Okay, if this whole thing is 7 and this part is 4, then this is going to be 3, right? Okay, so the base is 2 plus 1 plus 1, so it's going to be 4. So I have a rectangle, which is area equals base times height, and then I have a triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. Okay, so my rectangle first. My base is 2, my height is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, right? Okay, my triangle, base times height divided by 2. So my base is, we decided it was 4. My height is 3 divided by 2. 4 times 3 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. So now I would add 6 and 8 together, and what would it be? 14. 14 centimeters squared, and that's what a composite figure is. It's 2 shapes pushed together. Okay, so are we clear on that? Not too bad, right? Okay.